So this event is brought up by our National Employment of Department and Efektas Group, the company here in Kaunas. And our today's topic is innovation without invention. Still improve or create your own business edge. This idea came actually from meeting number of starting entrepreneurs, business people who actually struggle with starting their own business. They usually have their own ideas, but there's always this freeze moment where they don't know where to start. They think that it has to be super innovative, and in general, they lack knowledge how to make the first steps. So this meeting, this webinar for us is to get some courage and confidence to understand that not everything is that difficult, and yet it's not that simple. So all step by step. To begin with, who am I? Not to brag too much, just to give you the context, who is presenting today. My name is Linas. I am the owner, trainer of company Efektas Group. Since 2016, we work with training people on their soft skills. Me personally, I am in personal development field since 2010, if I'm not mistaken. Been doing this very long time. Started from consulting and then moved to the more professional area. Next is I'm an NLP trainer, NLP as neuro-linguistic programming. For those who don't know, NLP is kind of a brother or sister for a method called coaching. We use similar techniques. It's just in NLP, we are more efficient. I think I did not have more than 2 meetings with the clients to solve their problems. Whereas in coaching, you have regular meetings to understand the problem and where is it coming from. At the same time, I teach in Vilnius Kolegija, Vilnius Higher Education Institution, as a lecturer of innovation and AI tools. So I have some experience with this subject. With our company, we actually work in Erasmus and EU-funded projects. We send people abroad legally to get some professional training, some experience. For those who are into that, I can share some proposals. I think now we have 2 or 3 proposals to go abroad with the Erasmus program. So my directions are personal development, self-development, and neuroscience. At the same time, sustainability, longevity, and AI tools. If you by chance into these topics, feel free to connect on LinkedIn or anywhere else. I'm always open to find like-minded people on that. Yes, this one the title did not translate, but you get the idea. My aim is always to be productive and efficient. It's Friday, so one step we are in the weekend. I highly appreciate that you found time to join this meeting for yourself primarily. So it's going to be, I aim to have it 1 hour. If we have discussion, those who are sensitive for the time can leave, no hard feelings. In this meeting, I'm going to share a business mentoring program that we monitor, and we are intermediaries. This program actually brought me here and you here for the same reason. Next thing is that I will share with you 3 business types, systems that you can start with when you have ideas about your first business or starting the business in general. And then I will share you all-in-one creativity model that I found in my practice, most all-in-one system that helps to be more creative and find innovation wherever it seems like it's not there. In the end, we have questions and answers, so open for all questions related with topic and maybe your personal struggles. With that being said, moving forward, business mentoring program. It's called Erasmus for Young Entrepreneurs. You can find that here. And here I share a short summary into how this program actually works. So maybe I will start from the purpose. The purpose is knowledge exchange. European Commission aims to increase cross-border collaboration, especially in business field. And thus, 15 years ago, they found this program where they support and help people from different EU countries to find mentors, to find new ideas, and exchange at international level. At the same time, it aims to promote entrepreneurship in the sense that I think all of us have been in our stages in our life when we think about this would be a great idea, this would be great business, but we don't know where to start. Or if we had a business, we had really a rough time because, quite frankly, not all of us are born like Elon Musk, you know, and easy with capital and the knowledge. So this program is also to give knowledge and connections that you can find abroad for yourself and your ideas. Next is to foster collaboration and innovation, because this mentoring program is not only about receiving, it's also about giving. It's knowledge exchange. For example, if there is someone in Italy, you know, who wants to start, let's say, restaurant business, right? And I found a restaurant owner in Lithuania. They can meet together, and the owner here in Lithuania can learn from the Italian perspective, Italian market, and the traditions there, and maybe add something to his menu. Likewise, the Italian person who's coming to Lithuania to learn from the mentor can learn how the restaurant business really works, what are the nuances that you might not find in the books. So this helps to start faster, easier, simpler, and update already the stagnating business that anyone might be having. And of course, the most important is to have more successful businesses starting off, because you maybe know these statistics, 3 out of 5 businesses failing in the first 1 to 3 years. So it's quite rough statistics. So there are 2 profiles. One is a startup entrepreneur or new entrepreneur, and there is a mentor. So startup entrepreneur has, let's say, 3 obligations to fulfill to fit in this profile. It might not be very accurate translation. Experience, we mean that the person who is applying for the program as new entrepreneur should not have more than 3 years of any business experience, including freelancing. There is no pressure to already have the business. This program is for early stage startups, so it can be also in your idea in your head, or something that you started already a year or 2 ago, and it's working quite well. And of course, the working language is usually English, because in this format we also prepare all the information and the paperwork. So that's it. That's all you need to join this program and to find a mentor abroad, to have little experience, to have clear idea either on the paper or in your head, or already working and able to communicate in English. As for the mentors, in case in our audience we have people who have already decent years of experience in the field, and they want to have some fresh ideas coming into their environment, all it takes is to have at least 3 years experience in the business and ability to speak in English with the person who is coming. That's all it takes. The format is to first of all understand that it's not an internship and it's not work nor volunteering. It's knowledge exchange. So the relationship is more or less equal. and should be, let's say, beneficial for both sides, not only for one. The requirement is to have at least 8 hours per week contact, meaning that you should at least spend 8 hours per week together, meetings, discussions, observations, job shadowing, or doing some kind of minimal tasks. At the same time, 8 hours means that you do not need to work there 8 hours per day, right? It's up to mentee and mentor to agree what will be the working format with each other. Exchanges are possible only locally and remotely, meaning that you can join this program online and find the mentor and work with the mentor online if you have, let's say, family, work, kids, studying, or just cannot travel at the moment. You can join this program. If you want to be locally, to go to the company where is the mentor, there is EU grant support that is given every month, depending on the country where you're going, has different quotas. That is a support for you to sustain, maintain in that country, or at least pay your rent while you're there. Then mutual benefits and value that I already mentioned, and duration of the relationship is from 1 to 6 months. By 6 months, I mean that after a relationship it has ended, it does not need to end after 6 months. You still have the contact of the mentor, you still can talk with each other, right? And idea is also to continue after the relationship. This program is just, let's say, a first stepping stone for those who want to find the right contact for themselves, for their businesses. Why is it worth it? It's a very unique experience. I was in it myself in 2016 while I was starting my own business. You can find business partner, you can find business mentor or friend, product, let's say, production or product dissemination, distribution partner, just a person who can connect you with someone in abroad country, right? It's a foreign language practice, which some of us might be not comfortable with. It's a very good time to do that. It's a test of an existing product or create a new one. So if you are starting something, you can try it abroad in more or less safe environment, or at least with the right support. One example I could share is a Lithuanian man who is starting his raincoats brand, and these raincoats are not very, let's say, traditional. They are very colorful, they are very flashy, they are brave, as he likes to say, and he cannot sell them, let's say, in the Scandinavian countries, which is raining, but the people there are more conservative, right? So he's moving more towards the France, Netherlands, Germany, those countries where people where still is rain, but people are, let's say, more open for creativity and colorful stuff. So he wants to start and launch his business with the right support there, and we're looking for the mentor for him. Then there is no commitment to create business. This is crucial part, I guess, for some people. If you don't feel confident, comfortable, or your thoughts have changed after the mobility, after the program, you do not need to start the business. It's not mandatory. It's normal that things change as the time passes. And lastly, avoiding beginner mistakes. I was there myself. It took me good 3 to 4 years in my own company and with the other businesses to understand what are the mistakes, what to do and what to not. And mentor in this case is a huge support, huge help. He or she can tell you what to do, where to go, what would work and what would not work, and what to do when times are hard, because they already passed that. So this is briefly about the program. Again, if you are if you want to know more, or you know someone who might want to know more, feel free to share with them this information, because you never know where it can take you. So moving forward to our today's topic, I could not start this webinar without breaking down some of the myths of the business that I hear very often. So first one is that in business, you are your own boss. And to this, I like to answer with the quote that you don't own business, business owns you. Those who ever had any entrepreneurial experience, they understand that. Because being your own boss doesn't mean that you will get up whatever you want, you do whatever you want. No, you are in charge of something. It's kind of like having your own kids, right? Where you cannot have a rest day, at least in the beginning. There is no rest days. There is no days off. There is no time off. Depending, of course, on your business, there might be some seasons, seasonal businesses, but if you do it all throughout the year, it's anyhow. The business owns you. You still, every day you have to do something. There's always some problem, some challenge. So business is not always being your own boss. It sounds flashy, attractive, but reality is, if it was that, then everybody would be doing that. That's simple logic. Then business is easy money and freedom. Well, that I kind of mentioned, it is not, because you have your own schedule, which is 24/7. Then it is easy money. No, it is not. The majority of starting businesses, or when you start business, prepare at least for 1 year without receiving any salary and still working for the job more than you would work for the paid job, for the higher job. Because business doesn't pay back today, it pays back in the future. And if you are successful, yes, then there is more money, there is more freedom if you are good manager, if you are successful. Until then, the first year is a crash. You have to be prepared for grinding, running, hard nights, hard weekends, stress, and in some cases, losing your hair. Right. The next is I would like to ask, actually, what do you think? Which approach is the right one, or the most successful? To start perfect or to start anyhow? By starting perfect, I mean that you have to prepare marketing, you have to prepare the product, the context, the system, the pipeline, the production, the distribution, sales, accounting, having the company registered, or starting anyhow, meaning that you got idea today and you are writing first post on social media that you have this product and you are selling it now. So and you think that you will find out the way as the time passes. So which way it is for you? You can unmute and share your opinion, or you can write in the chat.
I think that depends greatly on, do you need external funding or not? If you need external funding, I think you need to have everything prepared, because whoever is going to invest in your business, be it a bank, be it a partner, will want to see that data. If you have the capital yourself and you're not afraid to take a risk, then I think take the leap, start, and go for it.
So which one would you choose? Let's say you are starting any business, right? Sometimes it depends on type of the person. So just curious what everyone thinks. But your answer makes sense. I agree with that. The capital does change. Okay, how anyone else would think? Which approach, starting perfect or starting anyhow?
I think
everyone.
starting anyhow would make more sense because like starting perfect would imply like, investing a lot of money into a business that may or may not succeed, which would obviously be very detrimental if it fails.
Mm-hmm. Makes sense. Yes. There was one more. Yeah.
Yeah, I agree with what was said. Right now, you might spend years in making it perfect, and then it doesn't work. So I do believe that it's usually better to start anyhow than waiting until it's perfect. There is this business creation method, prototyping or prototyping. I don't remember how exactly it's called, but basically launching a business when it's not fully finished, just to test if there is interest in the market.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I like it. Very mature propositions. Everyone has opinion. Very good. Me personally, I was before more into the start perfect. Now I'm in the middle because I understand that it requires both sides. You cannot launch anyhow because then your name is on the line if you have a name. So if you do anyhow, people will know you, and then the second time they will not trust you that much. Again, and if you start perfect, you are kind of paralyzed by all the information, data, preparations, and it serves as an excuse to start later. And then you see in 2-3 months, someone else is doing your idea. I have seen this at least 6 times in my life. Someone mentioned a business idea, or I have an idea, and in 2-3 months, I'm already seeing it somewhere. Someone is doing it. So yeah, speed in business is quite important. And last myth that I hear a lot, mostly from my students, is that you have to be innovative. Current social media and everywhere around you, you see that you have to be innovative, you have to be creative. Your business has to be something new, something, bombastic, flashy, new, outside of this world. But in reality, it's kind of hard for a regular average person to come up with some crazy innovative ideas that requires some knowledge. And thus, this seminar, webinar topic was born to explain that not always have everything to be innovative. There is money for innovative ideas, and there is money for traditional businesses. And this, and also, yeah, I think at least 8 years ago, or maybe more than that, I watched on YouTube one, I think it was Korean business person talking about 3 types of businesses that are in general. And these 3 types of businesses are: I do the same, I do better, and it's only me who is doing that. At that time, it was not very relevant for me, but the more and more I get into the business field, the more and more I understand that these 3 types of, let's say, approach of this triangle or triad is really making sense, and removes a lot of pressure from us when we want to start a business. So going a little bit into what each of them means is that I do the same is more about the traditional businesses. It's about things, business ideas, types that are already known, that doesn't require much to invent. They are traditional, like laundry, car service. People already knows what the business is, what is the product, and what is the benefit. There is nothing to invent. You just know it works. Let's say car wash, or a billboard for adverts, right? We all know what is it about. We know what it is for, and we just buy it. We use it. There's nothing to adopt, and we already know what can be the returns. We already know what is the popularity of this business. So there is far less preparation to start this kind of thing. So there's already existing market. There's already existing customers that you don't need to onboard. You just need to say, hey, we are doing the same thing. Come to us if you like us, for the experience, for the vibe or whatever, for the values. You can use our products or our services. So it gives you lower risks, and it is easier to start because there is nothing to invent, and pretty much it's all clear and done. So some examples that we have around us are small bakeries, traditional bread and chocolates production, right? Which only requires you some professional skills to know how to make the bread, how to cook some pastries, which you can learn in 1 or 2 years in some school or by yourself, and just start your own bakery. There's no rocket science. Next is car repair workshop or car service, right? Be it painting, electricity, filling in AC, or changing the tires. We all know what is it about. We all know how it works. We all know how much it costs. So we don't care who's doing that. We just go there and we do it as a customer or as a owner of the business. Then family guest house by Baltic. If this is one of the examples by one specific brand, but I see more and more these Airbnbs or Booking.com short-term rentals. People take a loan, buy an apartment or two, repair it, and release it, promote it on Booking.com or Airbnb as a short-term rent, and it works. They do the cleaning themselves, they do the taxes themselves, or they hire someone, but there is nothing to invent. It's all here and clear. So I do the same. Is about low risk. It's about easy start, and we don't have the pressure to be extremely innovative. This is for people who, let's say, are I wouldn't like to say lazy, but for those who want an easy start, who maybe for older, who don't have creativity and they just want to start business. So there's nothing good or bad about that. It's just the type of businesses. Then we move one step up. Is I do better. Basically, I do the same, but I do something different, something better than my competitors, than my competition, than my neighbor. So the market is still the same, but the customer could be the same, but there is something different or distinguishing you from the crowd. It can be you are faster, you're doing your service or product delivery faster, the product is better in terms of quality or functionality, or you have a nicer experience, or in general it is cheaper, right? This, I think, is most common, where people start something, their project, and they say, yeah, we are not new, but we are, let's say, better. We have distinguished location. We are in the center of the city, or let's say we are in the nature. If you talk about the restaurant, right? The price, everybody is sensitive for the price. So again, you can beat your competition on the price, and that is something that makes you stand out. Also, very few who are talking at these days is nicer experience. When you create your own business or a product, it's very good to have a system, but people that are coming back are the ones who had good experience. I think all of us, if it is enough to eat one bad meal not to come back to the restaurant, right? It's enough to have one rude or overpriced car repair, not to ever come back to that place. It's very enough to spoil your customer. So nice experience can beat the quality, the price, and anything else. So I think this is becoming more and more common. Also, it is about the fact that customers still do know about what they are getting. They still know what is the product. You don't need to spend the time on educating them on what it is or explaining how it works. Some examples that we have on a local level is food delivery that is faster in rural areas. They use only local products, or they have some special markets coming in. Cleaning service with eco-friendly products and better scheduling app. Again, traditional businesses, but they are somehow different. Faster, eco-friendly, right? Now is a very popular scheduling app for convenience of the experience. A repair shop that gives same-day service and guarantees. So you come in, you fix, and you give guarantee, fast, good quality, and extra value for the experience. As well, people know what is it about. So again, it's easy to start, might require more work, but those who want to stand out and be the only in the market, or at least to be different, is a good start, good approach. The next one is only me. So this is most innovative. This is where innovation comes in. So if you are by chance in the mood of Elon Musk or Steve Jobs, you be the one who says, I'm going to start this business and it's only me who's going to be there. It is very good. You create something truly different, truly standing out, and you are the first one who is there. So all lights are on you, or all attention is on you. However, you need to create that attention. People still are not aware of what is the business, might not be aware what is the business, what is the product. So you have to educate them, you have to attract them, and to sell them what is the value in using your product or your service. There's an advantage that you are the first one, so you are best known, you are most attractive, you associate the product with your name, so bravo for that. But again, that requires some effort and resources. Some local examples that we have here is Vinted. I think many of us do know it. It's a second-hand clothes, and I think now accessories as well, and all the other stuff that are sold for people, not just giving away, but selling it back to the others who might need it. So A finds B. Sorting a brick in Kaunas, where AI-based sorting system sorts Lego bricks. This is quite interesting, by the way. There is a company that noticed that many Legos are missing some pieces. So what they do, they collect all Legos and they sort out the pieces. And if by chance your Lego game shape doesn't have some pieces, you can go there and you can buy it from them instead of losing the whole, let's say, collection or buying a new one. The last one is collecting ugly fruits and vegetables and making from that salads or pickled vegetables or even jams for that purpose. I know personally one lady here in Kaunas Academia who did that, and she got a lot of local support, help from the neighbors, district, and yeah, she was doing it quite successfully for a while. I think she still does it. So again, these are the things that make them stand out. It requires to explain what is the value here, why people should be coming to them. But being the first in this market, in this let's say system in this type of businesses, has advantages. Yeah, so be prepared, let's say, for longer nights and weekends. And I'm also curious what kind of audience I have here today. I shared this comparison table, and I'm curious which type of person would you be? Would you choose I do the same, I do better, or it's only me type of business? Your thoughts? I think you can just write in the chat if you don't want to talk, but I'm always up for conversation.
Can you hear me?
Yes.
So I think I prefer to do the same because I actually currently have a business that provides landscape maintenance, landscape services. So I started as I do the same sort of category, but we're definitely have ambitions to move, to do everything better. So yeah. Thanks.
Thank you for sharing. Very good approach. Yes. Other thoughts?
Hello.
Hi.
I think I would do better, but maybe maybe it's just my thought because I have an idea. I found a niche in Lithuania where I found that there's a service for people which is very bad, and there's no app for it. There's no like easy way to do, and there's only one service provider like that. So my approach would probably be not to do the same in this situation, but to do already better, to release an app, to release, some kind of easy way for people to access those services. So I would probably just see as example what not to do and what to do, what worked for them, and then at first do better, not the same, to gain like some traction and clients.
Okay, perfectly makes sense. I think I'm at the same stage with you. When I began, I mean, 10 years ago, when I began my business, I thought I'll be the only one. I'll be the one who is doing things differently. But that requires a lot of energy, and it's easier, just to take what is working and just add something new and go with that. But at the same time, if you, let's say, have a job or you are very busy with your life, the traditional businesses, let's say laundromats, car service, I don't know, vending machines, they are very good side hustles who doesn't require much attention, much effort, and they still generate some side money. These the jobs that you can do in the evening or on the weekends. So I mean, it also, I think it depends on the lifestyle and how much time effort you can put in. Are there anyone who has idea for only me, who would be the type of person only me for extreme innovation?
Yeah, can you hear me?
Yep.
So it's like I think 10 years ago I had my first business where I did the same. I did drop shipping. I was one of the first
Nice.
drop shippers in Lithuania. And then I moved to I do better part, where I changed my advertisements and listings, the visual material. Also found some suppliers from China directly, so I did better than all the drop shippers. And then I tried to do some marketing and I burned all my money. Then I went to the companies. I worked for biggest marketing companies in Lithuania. And now I know the marketing. So I also investing in that I do better than, for example, dropshipping businesses. But I'm working now on marketing products, a new innovative marketing products. So yeah, now I'm in the part of only me, disruptive innovation part. So yeah, from start till now, I went through all the, I do same, I do better, and now only me.
Nice. Very impressive, and quite inspiring, by the way. Congratulations for pushing forward after the not success. I think in business, it's all about feedback. I don't think there are fillers. There's only feedback, what works and what doesn't. So thank you for sharing. And coming back again from my personal experience, when people are brainstorming ideas for business, be it a product, be it an improvement or marketing idea, new content, whatever, there's always this, let's brainstorm something. And as a lecturer who teaches creativity also, it's very painful for me to see people that has only one method, one system to come up with ideas, which is the traditional, let's sit down and put on the paper whatever comes to our mind. There's nothing bad about that. But as being smart people in this meeting, it's always good to have some options. So this is one of the options that I'm going to offer to you. You might know it or you might not. Nevertheless, as I said in the beginning, it's kind of all in one system for creativity. And the reason why I propose this model is because our brain likes structure and focus. If, for example, I say, let's brainstorm ideas, let's brainstorm new business ideas, it might be difficult for many people, including myself, to come up with something fast. But if I say, let's brainstorm ideas for drop shipping, right? It's more narrow, so we can focus on something. If I say, let's brainstorm ideas for drop shipping beauty products, again, we narrow down, and it's easier for us to bring up some ideas out of that. So the more we narrow down, or let's say the more there is structure, the more our creativity, let's say, is working by default. So SCAMPER is an acronym that stands for 7 steps that are completely not connected with each other and has no sequence in between. You can use it however you want. It just sounds nice in this sequence. Other than nice visual, which you also receive after this presentation, each of them stands for something, for an action that you can do not only with the product, but also with any action, any activity within your business, be it product, hiring, marketing, training, distribution, improvements, quality management, risk management, project, strategizing the future, and so on. Innovation is not only the product, it's any part of the business, improvements, right? And SCAMPER can work in any of that. Substitute stands for substituting some parts, some materials in whatever you are coming up with. Let's say in this case, we are producing a drink, or let's say a milk, right? And we can, or anything, a product, and we can substitute plastic with something local, like linen packaging, paper packaging, or a glass. right? So this substitution is about changing something that others don't have, or doing it differently. Like I said before, instead of using the traditional cleaning system products, you can use eco-friendly, right? Or vegan cleaning products, whatever it might mean, I don't know. But let's say you substitute something for a different thing. Then combination is combining two completely unrelated things. Let's say berry farm and online shop, right? From that, we get e-commerce where we sell berries. Another great example is our laptops, computers, right? Before, the screen and the keyboard and the brain of computer was three separate things. Those who are old enough to remember it. I mean, we still do have it. And now we have all in one. We have even the phone, right, where you have computer in it, where you have the screen in it, and you have a keyboard in it, right? We combine all of them into one thing. At the same time, you can combine completely unrelated things just looking through the window, right? You see the tree and you see the lamp, the street lamp. What you can do, you can create a wooden lamp or the lamp installed in the tree, instead of making the pole from the iron, you can put it in the tree, and this way save some materials from making a street light. So combination is about combining different things, materials or things, tangible things. Then we have adapting city food delivery for villages, or adapting, let's say, to COVID, like we had quite recently, right? Instead of going to the shop comes to us. In Lithuania, we have Barbora, who does food delivery. We have a Volt, who does food delivery. It's extremely useful when there is a pandemic, or if you are sick, you can't leave the home, or you are hurt. So adapting to the market, whatever it dictates. Another example are the restaurants. As we have more and more people who have more allergies and food preferences, it's a smart way to adapt your menu, writing down all the allergens and writing down which foods are vegetarians, which are vegans, which are keto or whatever. So adapting is, I believe, one of the most important. Modifying or magnifying is about changing the size, the color, the shape about something. So this, I guess, is a lot about traditional products, let's say toothpaste, shampoos, like creating something more colorful packaging, or increasing the packaging, or reducing the packaging, adding different flavors. So in here, we make a repair service twice faster. Maybe we use some robots, or we use more people, but this is our distinguishing feature. So we modify our service product somehow. Then putting to another use, I think it's one of the most innovative steps that from this system that you see. It means that you take something that people are already using, and you use it for different purpose. Let's say old factory building turned into a co-working space for local professionals. Old factory building turned into the photo shoot studios. Old factory building turned into the dormitory or some kind of club. I think in Hungary, in Budapest, I have seen they have these bars called ruins, and literally they are ruins. You have some abandoned building where inside you have a bar, some barrels to stand with your beer, and few lights to light up the bar and the environment. that's literally it. Like you just find the abandoned building and you move in with your bar, and yeah, so putting to another use, and it works. There does a great job. Elimination, meaning that you remove what is not necessary or might be necessary, but you just remove it because you want it. So eliminating from the rent, sell only online. You can also go, eliminate shop rent. You sell things online. You have your e-commerce website, so you reduce your costs, right? Up until today, every time I pass furniture shops, I keep asking myself why they're having these furniture physical shops, why they don't sell furniture online alone. I mean, it would save so much space and money from the rent, but probably there is a reason for that. And reverse or rearrange, it's similar to putting to another use, again, very innovative. And here we talk about how to reverse something that was done in a regular way. So instead of you going to the customer comes to you. One of the examples could be a blank. Reverse. Actually, it can be the reverse where we have the same food delivery with Wolt. We have one app, right, where we have all the restaurants in it. So we do not need to go to the restaurant. The restaurant comes to us in our phone, in our app. So that is also a way how to reach or how to achieve it. The next thing is the company comes to the customer is through marketing or through the newsletters or messages, where a company sends reminders that, look, we have a discount, come and get it. Or if company is smart, you can do a subscription-based system where you subscribe for a product or a service and it delivers to you every once in a while whenever you want it. So that is about the Scamper. Now, we have almost, well, actually, we have a time for our the presentation of today. So instead of asking you now to do 4 minutes application practice, I would say do 4 minutes application practice of Scamper every day. Just find something that is around you, a chair, table, computer, phone, poster on the wall, you know, fridge, kettle, whatever you see around yourself, and see how you can apply each step for that one product or that one business. You know, let's say how cafeteria, you know, how you can rearrange or reverse cafeteria or coffee shop. People can come to make coffee themselves in there, right? Not only to get it there. You know, putting to another use, the gas station. The different use is a station to rest, to eat, to relax on your trip, rather instead of just putting in the gas. So as you train yourself using this system, you become more creative, and you will see that, you know, all you need is just to write down all those ideas and see if you can find some implementation thing in the future. So 4 minutes per day is full enough and more than enough. If you are consistent, do it at least for a week. And I'm just curious, you know, if it would increase your creativity. So then last thing was my promise also for those who joined the meeting to share with you the worksheets and templates for the Scamper and starting your own business in one of the 3 ways. So if you want to receive some kickoff documents that you can use. Give the thumbs up. The meeting will record, and after the meeting, I'll prepare something and you send together with the presentation of this meeting. Other than that, I assume that you kind of got the screenshots and you understand perfectly fine of what was presented today. All right, and that is the end of today's presentation and my monologue. If you want to stay in touch, connect with us. This is the QR code or our handles on social media. Feel free to find us. Other than that, it's a question and answer session. So if you have something to ask, to clarify, to add from your perspective, this is the time.